Hello, again it is good morning. Continuation with membrane biochemistry. Under that, it is a transport system. Under the transport system, I want to tell about today the topic it is. It's a diffusion. What is the diffusion? What is the facilitated diffusion? And what is the osmosis and how this diffusion takes place in the influence of that plasma membrane? I told you. I will tell you all those points. I will tell you today. So diffusion, what is this diffusion? It is the net movement of molecules. You can take any molecules example, and many molecules are there. You know that. So there may be a biomolecules, there may be a carbohydrate, there may be ions, there may be a different types of molecules or ions from a region of their higher concentration to a region of their a lower concentration. So it is called as a diffusion. They may be asked for 2 marks question here again. And the molecules which move, these molecules they move down say concentration gradient in the diffusion part. Here it is, they move, or these molecules or these ions they can move down a concentration gradient. And the molecules have a these molecules have a kinetic energy, and because of that kinetic energy they can make them move about randomly, and they can move, and they don't move, it's a universally, it is they can move randomly. So this because of it has a kinetic energy. And as a result of diffusion, so these molecules reach equilibrium, and once they reach the equilibrium where they eventually spread out, these molecules are eventually spread out. I will show the picture also. This is when there is no net movement of, once it is spread out after the equilibrium, and this is when where there is no net movement of that molecules of from either side. If you take the from a lower concentration to higher concentration, or higher concentration lower, you can see there is no still other a no net movement of this a molecules it is. So what is this diffusion? It is a passive. So this diffusion is a passive process here. So it means this diffusion is nothing but I told you it's a non-mediated diffusion, and I think I told you in the last video that is the non-mediated diffusions, and again it's kinetics also I told you that one. So it is a passive process it is, and it means there is no energy is required, and there is no energy used to make the molecules to move, because they have a kinetic energy, they have a natural kinetic energy. So hence it is a passive process it is. So this diffusion is called as a passive diffusion it is, and this process is called as a passive process it is. And and you can see this picture here. I think you are able to see this one. There are two beakers I am showing here, and for the free energy you can see here. And I told you it is a, there is a natural kinetic energy is there. Here the you can see there is a free energy, a difference between the inner inside and the outside. You can see there are two regions are there. One is the C1 and C2, and you can see in the C1 region the red colored dots, they are the higher concentrations are there, and in the right side it is the C2 region. So it is a very less concentration of that molecules are there, and you can see these molecules, the red color molecules, and that free energy is very difference between these inside and outside it is. So that delta G is a free energy where we can find out that is RT logarithmic, it is in Cn divided by C in divided by C out. There is a driving force for cost, it is a that of that transport system it is, that is the transport reaction is. And you can see here the free molecules, this is the these molecules are, they are flowing from C1 concentration to the C1 region to the C2, and once they reaches the equilibrium, you can see before equilibrium C1 concentration is more, and when C1 is equal to C2, and at equilibrium there is no net flux, or there is no net movement of that molecules here. So this is called as a passive diffusion, and it is a overall process is called as a diffusion here. And you can see, and this free energy, it mainly what is that, it defines the driving force, the means the molecules which are reaching from a C1 region to that C2 region. And here the transport of that electron neutral species is governed by the, mainly it is a chemical potential differences, because, and you can see in the C1 and C2 there is a mainly a chemical potential is difference here. maybe that chemical potential is maybe made up of it's a mu, it's a denoted that is a, it's a potential, it's a mu naught, it is concentration dependent them it is. So hence a mu is equal to b naught plus RT log at C it is, and hence this free energy difference between two solutions that differ only the concentration of one component is the difference between the a chemical potential. So delta G is equal to mu m1 minus mu2 mu1 minus mu2 is equal to into mu naught plus RT log n C1 minus mu naught plus RT log n C2 is equal to RT log n C1 divided by C2. So when you know it's a algebraical equation there, mainly I think that much you don't require here, even though to make you understand I given the points here. And next you can see this energetics of this transport is a, mainly it is electrical potential. So that energetic driving force or a cost, it's a transporting a charge across the if you an electric field it is. So then it is a delta G electric field is equal to a Z into F, that is a delta psi it is. So delta psi is the electrical potential in volts it is, Z is the charge of the ion, and F is the Faraday of constant it is a 96.480 joules, that is a V mole it is again. And you can see this transporting the electro potentialities you can see. So I told you already delta G is equal to RT log C in n divided by C out it is, so plus delta ZF into delta psi. If you forget this sign, remember this we can see. So I think I am able to see that the electrochemical potential in we can see in the Vm is equal to Vm is it's a greater than 0 it is you can see. So here if you forget the sign, free energy of spontaneous reaction is always it is a negative, and diffusion is spontaneous from higher concentration to lower concentration, and electrical transport is spontaneous for charges Z with the signs opposite the potential difference is the delta psi it is. So we can see when is the equilibrium reaches, it's a Vm is equal to 0. So before it was a negative, and you can see this picture with respect to this electrochemical potential of that energetic of that transport it is. So what is the diffusion through a membrane with respect to your membrane biochemistry here? So this is the diffusion through a membrane it is you can see. I think you are able to see there is a cell membrane, and in the inside the cell there are blue color and it's a red color, some dots are there, they are the inside, some molecules are there, it is inside, and outside you can see there is a empty. So this diffusion is we can see this one. So diffusion from inside there is a higher concentration, from higher concentration to the lower concentration the diffusion takes place, and you can see through a cell membrane you can see. So this is the diffusion through a cell membrane. I think you are able to see this one now. Now the inside the cell some molecules are going from inside to outside it is a, until it reaches the equilibrium. Once the equilibrium reaches, hence there is no net movement of that flux, or there is no net movement of those molecules here. So this is called as a diffusion through a cell membrane it is. So this cell membrane mainly these molecules can free move into that membrane, and you can see the picture. I think you are able to see this one. The diffusion takes place through a membrane. So this is the animated picture. I think you are able to make you understand here. So it can reaches the mainly up to the equilibrium you can see this one. So there is a net movement of flow here. So they can flow from higher concentration to lower concentration, and you can see once they reaches the equilibrium, and whenever they require they can flow from again from they can reverse the direction here. So this is called as a diffusion through a semi-permeable membrane, and this is called as a passive diffusion, and hence they don't require any energy because those molecules have a natural kinetic energy. They can move from higher concentration to a lower concentration. So you can see this is a semi-permeable membrane. What I am showing in the picture, this is the maybe a channel series. And how this picture you can see this how molecules they can cross the membrane, and you can see I told you it's a diffusion, and you can see here they are the inside the molecules, and these molecules move constantly and randomly. They don't have any the particular region where they can move here, or they can move linearly. It is not like that. They can move constantly as well as randomly. Over a time they will distribute themselves evenly sometimes, and you can see small hydrophobic molecules can diffuse in and out of the cell. Hydrophobic molecules I told you again I'm telling you it's a non-polar molecules. Very easily they can move into the from the membrane inside to outside, can diffuse in and out cells it is very easily. and you can see this picture I am showing you. You can see now, you can see this picture from the inside to outside, they can move up to a constantly and randomly until it will reach the equilibrium. And so this is called as a equilibrium. I think I am able to show you. So this is the picture where the dots are inside. Now once they become, they can outside also, they are equilibrate here. So now, so what this diffusion determines, how this diffusion can be determined by, here there are four factors are there. And there are four factors. The first one is the steepness of the concentration gradient. It means it's always the rate of diffusion is mainly it's depend upon the concentration gradient. And if it is bigger, the concentration difference is there in the two sides, and the membrane, the quicker rate of the diffusion. It means the diffusion, the rate of the diffusion is very fast when the bigger the difference between the two sides of the membrane. It means the difference is always, it's more, it should be a more, then only the quicker the rate of diffusion, if the bigger the difference between the two sides it is. And the second point is very important, that factor is temperature. And this higher the temperature give the molecules or ions more kinetic energy. It means I told you already, they have a natural kinetic energy which can they move randomly and constantly, and also it's depend upon its temperature. And if it is a temperature higher, they can molecules can move or ion can move or more kinetic energy, and they can move around faster. So diffusion also it is a very faster it is. So again, the third point is surface area of that, where, and the surface area also it is a very important to rate of that diffusion can be increases here. And the greater the surface area, and the faster the diffusion can take place here. And this is because of it is a more molecules or ions can move across the membrane at any moment. So surface area also it's mainly depend upon, it's a third important factors which determine the rate of that diffusion here. And the last point, it is again, it's a rate of diffusion is this type of a molecule it is, or it is a type of a molecule, whether it is a polar molecule or whether it is a non-polar molecule, or it is a ion diffusing or the large molecule. And it means you can see, if the large molecule is there, they need more energy to get them the move, so they tend to diffuse more slowly. And if the non-polar molecules are there, they can diffuse more easily than the polar molecules, because they are soluble in a non-polar phospholipid tails, and they can easily move across the membrane because of they are the they can mainly diffuse in the, because of its a membrane is made up of its a lipid bilayer it is. So these are also non-polar molecule, they can easily diffuse into that a membrane. So these are the main four factors are there, they can increase the rate of diffusion. They may be asked for 2 marks question, what is diffusion and what are the rate of diffusion, what are the factors which are determine the rate of diffusion it is. And continue with this again, you can see this one. So these molecules and what type of molecules diffuse through a cell membrane. And I told you already, some oxygen, they are the non-polar molecules, so they can diffuse very easily and very quickly from inside to outside or outside to inside. And the carbon dioxide is a polar but and very small, they can also quickly very small. And water molecules also, sometimes you can see they are polar but also very a small amount also, they can diffuse very quickly it is. So here, and these carbon dioxide and these water molecule, you can see they can diffuse through a cell membrane it is. So here some of the large molecules are there, you can see some large molecules are there, such as if you take the example glucose, amino acids cannot diffuse across the phospholipid because they are very large molecule. And also ions such as sodium, a chloride molecule, they cannot pass into the cell membrane. So they have a different these molecules can pass through a protein channels, or they are called a transporters, or they are called as instead of some, they require some channels. And instead of that diffusion through here the diffusion they can take place through a channels is called as a facilitated diffusion. And what I told up to that, here last side it is a only diffusion, they are called passive diffusion, or they don't require any mediated. And it is a example, it is and last class I told you a kinetics of a mediated transport system it is. And here also the molecules pass through a protein channel, instead a diffusion through these channels is called as a facilitated diffusion here. So here the movement of molecule is still passive here, I told you it is a still it is a passive, because it is still it doesn't require any energy to make the any molecules to pass the across the membrane here. Still it is a even though it is a facilitated diffusion, even though it is called as a passive facilitated diffusion and it is a ordinary diffusion, but only difference is here is the a molecules is only the molecules go through only the some help of this protein channel instead of passing between the a membrane, that is the a phospholipids. And the right side picture I am showing to here, it's a how molecules cross the membrane. You can see through a, I think you are able to see there in this picture there is a transport proteins are there. You can see channel is there, that is a uh, that color I think you are able to see that the two lines are there I think. So these molecules is a large or it's a charged, so diffuse on its own it is, so they can diffuse if there is a specific transport protein channels are there. I think you are able to see there is a blue color dots are there which are inside, and you can see this here. And so there is a movement of this through a particular region it is. You can see stops when the concentration are equal inside and outside, still diffusion takes place. You can see through a this transport protein, and hence it is called as a facilitated a diffusion it is. So what is osmosis? They may be asked for a 2 marks question also. And this process is used by cell to exchange the water with their environment, and it is also a passive process, and it is a similar to diffusion, but it is a water molecules that can move here. And you can see it's a definition for standard osmosis. It is, you can see that the net movement of a water molecule from a region of higher concentration to a region of a lower concentration, and through a selective permeability membrane, and a membrane permeable to water and a specific solute molecule it is. So hence it is called as a, and this process is called as a osmosis it is. So here you will get to know what is the water potential here. So this, the pressure is exerted by water molecule that are free to move in a system, and this is measured by kilopascal it is. And it is a, and conveniently the pure water has a, when you measure it is a 0 kilopascal it is pure water. And a solution with high water potential as a large number of water molecules at a free to move they can, and here this is called as a water potential it is. So we can see this is osmosis, very you can see here. And the red color which is a water molecules are there, and the blue color which is a sugar molecule in the left side, it is inside the cell it is. And you can see very high concentration of a water molecule and a high water potential. If it is a very high concentration of water molecules are there, hence it is a high potential it is, because the pure water molecule has a showing that the kilopascal in that value it is, you can see it is. And here in the right side you can see in the outside of the cell the very low concentration of water molecule, and hence the low water potential is there. And you can see once the osmosis process begins here, and we can see here, so here when the it's a weak solution, and here become it's a strong solution, because the sugar molecules are, they can pass from this across the membrane this you can see. And I told you already this one, you can see this one. So here this is the strong solution, and you can see, and the weak solution. So this is the high concentration of potential, and this is the low concentration of potential here. So once you come to know that here, so this is the strong solution and this is the weak solution, because the water molecule is more and sugar solutions are very less in the inside, and outside it's a strong solution because a very less molecule water molecules are there, and high sugar concentration is there in this region it is. So you can see in this is a strong solution. Now inside the cell and outside the cell you can see, until it reaches the equilibrium, you can see in the next point. So you can see the osmosis flow from a water molecule is more, which is moved from the inside to outside the cell here. So they can reach us the through a semi-permeable, they can pass through the semi-permeable membrane. The solute molecules cannot reach us here, you can see. Now the high concentration of a water molecule, high water potential, and low concentration of a water molecule and low water potential. And you can see now the osmosis takes place, you can see in the two region here. And once inside the cell, outside the cell you can see, and equilibrium they reaches an equilibrium concentration of water on two sides of the a membrane. A position of a equal water potential has been reached. Here the water molecule, you can see the water molecule two sides it reaches in the membrane, a position equal water potential has been reached. there is no net movement of water. Now it is called as a osmosis. So here the solute molecules are not transfer here, only the water molecule is transfer here. We can see, try to understand this point here. So now again we can treat the example. So next again, so this is the simple, the passive transport facilitated diffusion by protein, as I told you. These are all things, and osmosis also I told you. And it is mainly the simple diffusion is mainly, it's a depend upon the rate determined by lipid and aqueous solubility, and also it's a driving force is the sum of some simple chemical potentials and electrochemical potentials, as I told you. And it's a no Vmax, it is facilitated diffusion, and it's a passive transport. They required some proteins channels, or some protein transport proteins are there, or they are called as a transporters or permeases or proteins, and they can directionally determined by concentration and electrochemical gradient. They can directionally mainly determine, they work on that, mainly it's a electrochemical gradient and concentration a gradient. And I will continue with these are all things. You can see this picture, and it is from the Leninger book, you can see. And here the A, what is that? Here you can see it's a simple diffusion, it is. And A, it is a simple diffusion, where is the molecule which is a removal of the hydrogen shell is very highly androgenic here. And that simple diffusion, removal of the are androgenic, and the energy is activation. You can see they required high energy of activation to reach us to transfer the molecule from inside to outside, it you can see. And you can see, and the B picture, it is the transport proteins are there. They can mainly reduce the delta G plus, it is nothing but they can reduce the free energy. I think you can see the for transfer membrane diffusion here. So it does that by forming a non-covalent interaction. I think this graph is also, I think you are able to seeing this picture. So the red color, it is a without diffusion, without transporter, it is simple diffusion. They required high energy, free energy, it is high energy is required there, or it is a endorganic process it is. And you can see that blue color, I think it is a picture, I think you are able to see in the B, in the below the graph, it is that molecule that can remove the hydrogen shell. And you can see, and that molecule, once it is removed the hydrogen shell, they can enter into the transport protein here. And you can see there is no hydrophobic region because of it's a protein molecule inside it is. So hence it reduce the delta G. And you can see the diffusion with the transport protein. And here the transport is very quickly and very fast, it is without compare with a simple diffusion here. So it does it by forming a non-covalent interaction once it is entered. And you can see in the right side there is the molecule is across the membrane, it is. So this picture, it is showing that what is the simple diffusion, what is the facilitated diffusion, what is the diffusion, and what is the osmosis also. I told you all these pictures. And in next class I will tell you about the transport superfamilies, what are the carriers, what are the channels. And please go through these are all things for the Leninger book, and white and white book you read for these are all slides. And whatever the data is there in this pictures, they are from the Leninger book as well as a white and white book it is. Thank you.